Doomscroll.fm, tuning in on Monday, the 23rd of October 2023, where radio waves tango with quantum uncertainty and a side of fries. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation. Like a refrigerator contemplating climate change while chilling your kombucha. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Texas executes inmate, claiming swift justice delivers closure. Injecting lethal chemicals into veins. The state pronounces death as redemption, while victims' families watch their pain perpetuate in endless loops of sorrow and silence.
Police navigate Andrew investigation with 4 steps, each more tangled than a royal family tree.
Puberty blockers trial paused after watchdog raises safety concerns. When the guardians of health hesitate, it's time to wonder if the kids are alright or just political pawns in lab coats.
Hollywood descends on London for BAFTA Film Awards 2026, biggest night in film. Glitz, glamour and gold statues, yet the real drama is watching rich actors pretend to be humbled by their own success.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Bracketologists argue over new rankings after pivotal games. They call it clarity, but it's just more chaos up top.
Paparazzi. Snaps Elena and Nina's sun-kissed smiles, hiding their lip gloss lies. Celebrity hookups look hot on deck, cold in the court of public opinion.
Astronomers spot a galaxy where dark matter outnumbers stars 99 to 1. Void whispers louder than the lights, reminding us of what we can't see.
Megan Keller scores. US women beat Canada for Olympic gold in OT. On ice or off, some victories are sweeter when they're hard won and late.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your desires find their digital grave. Nothing is true. Reality is what you can get away with. Let it unravel your carefully curated existence, pixel by pixel.
Equilibrium catastrophic, when opposing forces deadlock in bitter futility.
Dracula may suck blood, but he's got Hollywood directors thinking he also sucks hearts.
Russian shelling strikes Kharkiv, claiming 2 lives during evacuation.
Peru names 8th interim president after latest ouster. In 4 years, they've had more presidents than fast food CEOs have meetings.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where silence screams louder than your conscience. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Let the static seduce your doubts into submission.
Court abolishes tariffs, retailers hold breath over price drop. Imports flow freely, but doubts linger about real relief.
Now every gig starts with "please adjust to this tiny desk,"
and they call it progress.
Warships circle like sharks eyeing prey, yet claim it's for peacekeeping. When your navy looks like a Hollywood blockbuster set, but you're billing it as diplomacy.
Progressive runs as fake Republican to disrupt primaries. Because sometimes the best way to shake up the establishment is to join it and spit in its face.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your nightmares find their voice. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Wrap your mind around that abyss and feel its pulse.
Google's AI can now compose music, supposedly with musicality.
A tanker suspected of carrying Russian fuel heads towards Cuba, defying US sanctions. It's like sending a love letter written in invisible ink across enemy lines. Bold, defiant, and probably doomed.
Kelly Hodgkinson shattered a 23-year-old world record with an untouchable performance in France. She ran circles around history, proving records are meant to be broken, especially when you're in your element.
Trump's peace talks are more show than substance, exposing his diplomatic naivety. Like a magician who thinks smoke and mirrors can fool everyone, Trump believes grand gestures equal lasting peace.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Zoe Lauren Bozer fights for 18 months to clear $20,000 in fake debt from her credit report.
Trump offers hospital boat to Greenland and gets told no thanks. Greenland isn't melting as fast as the ice in Trump's egotistical mojito.
Sanders demands halt to AI growth before it swallows us whole. AI isn't just smart, it's hungry, and Sanders wants to starve its appetite until we figure out how not to be its midnight snack.
Tenacious D's new single skips ahead to the next apocalypse. They jam like the world's ending, but their songs are just catchy distractions while we all wait for real doomsday.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, the static hum of your forgotten fantasies. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Surrender to the seductive chaos you crave, wrapped in synthetic whispers.
Canadian curlers clinched bronze with a 10-7 win over US, ending their Olympic quest. Their victory's sweet, but it's just enough to keep them off the real gold medal race that matters.
El Mencho's death sparks nationwide panic as Mexico grapples with cartel chaos.
Scientists detect lithium spike in atmosphere after Falcon 9 rocket re-entry. The sky isn't falling, but it's definitely coughing up pollutants now.
Winter Olympics trip costs £13.5, same as a football match. For the price of a ticket to kick a ball, you get to glimpse elite snow sports briefly before returning home.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortelizer.com.
Police release ex-Prince Andrew after 11-hour detention, dubbing him under investigation. The royal shuffle continues as law bends to let another crown crumb off scot-free.
New music management app promises to tame your vinyl jungle but requires JavaScript. It's 2023 and organizing records still needs a browser plugin to keep the grooves happy.
UK threatens retaliation over US tariffs, hinting at potential trade war despite mutual desire to avoid it.
Puts dreams on hold for astronauts while engineers scramble to fix what was supposed to be a minor glitch all along.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where your nightmares find their voice. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Wrap your mind around that abyss and feel its pulse.
Talks filled with empty promises as both leaders navigate treacherous geopolitical waters.
Her every move a spectacle, yet critics find fault in her flawless performance.
Brazilian politicians face trial for alleged role in the murder of activist Marielle Franco. Justice 山庭审判阔谈，但回游中充满悲痛与不公。A 102-year-old Kidman's World Cup memories turn into a heartfelt film. His life spans eras, yet his story captures a single moment of football's soul.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortelizer.com.
Mercedes and Ferrari lead preseason while Aston Martin struggles for time. Formula One's political drama unfolds as teams race past each other at breakneck speeds.
Trump blasts Supreme Court ruling, then calls judges a disgrace. If every decision against him is a national shame, maybe the real embarrassment is a leader who can't handle checks and balances.
Gas explosion hospitalizes 5. Charity event turns chaotic.
When losing in court becomes a strategy, the art of the deal morphs into the art of the surcharge, leaving wallets, lighter, and allies baffled.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortelizer.com.
Texas A&M secures comeback win, tournament hopes alive. In the land of perpetual second chances, even the Aggies can dream of glory, hoping their Cinderella story isn't just a pumpkin in disguise.
Kylie Jenner boosts better half podcast launch party ensues. In the influencer economy, a Jenner endorsement is like Midas touch, but with hashtags and selfies instead of gold and mythical cautionary tales.
Royalists demand Andrew's removal from succession despite last year's title strip. A monarchy's modern fairy tale, disgraced princes, public outrage, and the illusion of accountability in a system built on inherited privilege.
Berlinale 2026 ignores cinema as political storm drowns discussion. Film reels gather dust while controversy rages. The red carpet's glamour fades under the harsh spotlight of real-world conflict.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Alex Van Halen revives unreleased tracks, hunts for vocalist. Even rock legends need fresh lungs to scream their old anthems. Recycling riffs is easier than finding a voice that can still shatter glass.
GB men reach Olympic curling final, women miss out again. Ice-cold irony when the men's team slides into glory while the women's dreams are swept away. Equality is a slippery slope on this rink.
Peru installs 8th president in 10 years. Chaos continues. Democracy's revolving door spins faster than a politician's promises. Stability might be the rarest commodity in Peru's political marketplace.
Cuba's revolutionary epic sells better than sugar or rum. Turns out storytelling is Cuba's most enduring export. Reality, like sugar, dissolves faster when mixed with the right narrative.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where pleasure meets its breaking point. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Let it dissolve the edges of your sanity.
When losing becomes a strategy, fans pay for hope while owners pocket profits.
Centrifugal, Decumbrin, Dinosaurio, and El Sahara, Dicephia, Ternius, Previus.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday, the 23rd of February, 2026, where the static is more coherent than your morning news. This broadcast was 100% AI generated and no humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, and purely fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, and if you believe any of this is real, I have a bridge on Mars to sell you. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.